My name is Jake. I'm your host tonight. I am a 35-year-old Jewish divorced stand-up comedian. Just a less attractive version of the marvelous Miss Smazel. It's an interesting time to be Jewish in America right now. I was doing some shows in Portland, Oregon, and this woman yelled at me at the back of the room, "Go back to New York!" I'm like, I'm not from New York, but as a Jew, I'm flattered that she just assumed that. But it wasn't as bad as when I was doing shows in the deep parts of Oregon, like the parts of Oregon we were like, why does everyone have southern accents? And after this guy comes up and he says, "Breslauer, huh?" I'm like, that's a terrifying way to start a conversation. But yeah, my name's Breslauer, and he says, "Well, that sounds like a bagel maker name to me." I know, I had to correct him. I said, "Sir, that's extremely offensive. Like, I don't make the bagels. I complain about them." Because, I'm sorry, if you're going to be anti-Semitic, at least get it right. It's good. I recently got laid off from my tech job. Thank you for that. I'm not going to say which company it was, but it rhymes with TikTok. And I was the food and events coordinator for TikTok, or as my dad liked to call me, Pantry Bitch. And anytime I tell people like I plan parties at TikTok, everyone's like, "Really? You?" I'm like, "Okay, I'm kind of hip. Fuck off." No, I don't really have hip guy energy. I definitely have deadbeat dad energy, which I'm okay with. Like sandals in church kind of energy. That's what I bring to the table, which as a Jew is funny, but. It's good. Anyone else here have any embarrassing parents? Yeah? Someone's laughing a little bit too hard. You folks, I'm gonna call out on you, I'm sorry. What is like the most embarrassing thing a parent has ever done to you? Or the most embarrassing thing about your parents? You okay? They're that embarrassing. No, they're pretty awful, right? Parents, they're awful, they're weird, they can be strange. Yeah, they're like me dickheads. Are there anyone's here's parents on social media? Yeah, my dad, he is a baker, and he decided to join Instagram recently, and he asked me like what his name should be, and I said like, do something that's true to yourself. So the name that my father chose for himself on social media is Pie Daddy 2000. I asked my dad, I'm like, of all the names that you could have chose, like, why did you choose Pie Daddy 2000? And he said, well, Pie Daddy is already taken. I'm like, yeah, probably by a sex offender. And I told that joke at a show, and somebody from the audience stands up their cell phone and just yells, "I found him!" And I'm like, oh, fuck. Because the next day I get a call from my dad. He's like, "Hey man, I have 200 new followers." Like, what happened? I'm like, I don't know. People just must really love your pies. Daddy. Not as bad as my mom. I got COVID in April of 2020. OG fucking COVID. And my mom is one of those people that read a self-help book about essential oils in 1998 and now thinks she's a medical doctor. You're nodding, same hippie mother. And when I talk to my mom about my COVID symptoms, she's like, "Well, have you tried eucalyptus on your feet?" I'm like, "No." And then out of nowhere, my mom says, "Well, have you stuck Vicks Vapor Rub up your butt?" And I was inclined to ask, like, how? Is sticking Vicks Soothing Vaporizer Rub up my butt gonna help with my cough, mother? And then Pie Daddy chimes in, and he says, "Hey man, don't knock it till you try it." I'm like, "No, Dad." You're not sticking Vicks up your butt, are you? He's like, no, I don't do that. Your mom does it for me. I'm like, no. Because finding out that sticking over-the-counter cough and cold solutions up each other's butts is how my parents like it freaky-deaky isn't stuff that I want to find out at Passover. And I asked my mom, I'm like, who told you to stick burning oil up your butt for a cough? And my mom says, the housekeeper did. And I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure Juanita's fucking with you. She had a great time. She went home, like her family's like, how was your day? I'm like, great, told a bunch of gringos where they can stick it. It was awesome.